Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for the week. Happy Monday to you. I hope you are well. All right, so what is the sneak peek for the week? For those of you who haven't been here before, please know that I have marked everything down below in the description, which is going to equate to chapters. You can just scroll this video and find whatever sign that you want. I do read for all 12 signs. Everything is marked in the chapters for you. Please promise me one thing. You're not going to watch tarot just for your sun sign. That's only your personality. You don't know what kind of Taurus, what kind of Gemini, what kind of Libra you are if you don't know your moon and your rising. There's natal charts that are free all over the internet. Cross watchers, you're always welcome, of course. And for those of you who sneaked in the side door over the last few days, if this is your first time at a sneak peek, all it is about a 5-minute snapshot of what's going on in your week this week. These are all predictions. All right, here we go. Sneak peek for this week, Aries to Pisces. We begin with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell us what's coming up for Aries in this sneak peek for this week, Aries. Aries, if you're interested in a private read, please know I have a sale, 10% off over at Wizio. Description is where you need to go for all of your details. All right. Interesting. There's movement. The Six of Swords is movement. We're moving away from or moving towards something. I feel like you're moving into the future, Aries, is what I feel. I feel like you are looking into the past at possibly a union that you were in. I feel like this could be you, right? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Queen of Wands, whether you're feminine or masculine. I feel like you are arguing with yourself. Yeah. I feel like you're being really hard on yourself about a relationship that's done. And I feel like you've decided to move away from it. I hope you move away from the feeling, 4 and 1 is 5. That's 5 of Wands, fighting internal arguments with yourself, feeling badly, feeling like competition, indecision. Yeah, I feel like something's coming to an end and you're feeling a certain type of way about it. I feel like you are moving into the future, but I feel like it's almost grudgingly. It's like you're scared, you're behind the fear wall, and you want things to materialize in the now, right? You want things to materialize in the 3D. And I feel like you're headed out into the world to see if you can plant a pentacle somewhere. You want to materialize a new beginning somewhere with someone. Oh, you've got something to say about an ending and dropping some burdens. Okay. Keep going here, Aries. There you are. Okay, all right. I feel, oh look, it's back. I feel like Aries, that you're here in the form of the Emperor. And I feel it's time for you to take charge. I feel like you're now turning your back to whatever situation, relationship, whatever it was that represents the 4 of Wands. Could have been a marriage. You're turning your back on that now. You're detaching from it. I feel as though you're feeling that you have feelings of attraction with someone else. And I feel like you are... you're a little bit nervous, I'm just saying. A little bit nervous about moving forward, wondering if this new beginning is going to start. Should I really move forward and let them know that something has ended here with the Death card? Feeling defensive, feeling like you're protecting something. It's like self-preservation, or you're protecting yourself. You keep the 1 wand at the ready. You're feeling defensive. I feel like you've been hurt a lot, and you just don't want to be hurt again. But I feel like you still know that you have to move forward anyway, even though you've been hurt. And I feel like you've been hurt in a situation before where you were really attracted to somebody. It's like you looked at the shiny thing, the thing that was pretty, the thing that was handsome, and that's the thing you went for. I feel like your back is turned to this relationship or this marriage or whatever it was, and I feel like you're chasing something else that's shiny. That's what it feels like here. But I don't think you're forgoing one for the other, understand, okay? I feel like you have someone in mind you might be attracted to. I think that's why we're seeing the Queen of Wands. Also, I feel like it's pushing you forward, this energy, saying, come on, it's time to go, dear Emperor. Yeah. So who's the Emperor? The Emperor is all the kings if you're brand new. The Emperor has all of the energy of the kings. The kings and queens report to the Emperor. It's a big deal, right? Someone who's running a business, someone who gives a lot of people direction in their lives and, you know, signs off on checks for, you know, families to take home to their families. Yeah. Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups. A cycle, once a cycle comes to an end here, something to do with love. Look at that. Love between a king and a queen. I feel, Aries, that you see someone who is your equal. And that's the person you're going to in the future. That's the one you're going to give that small opportunity or invite to. That Ace of Pentacles is that we saw on the bottom of the deck in the future, I feel is probably an invitation to come have coffee, an invitation to, you know, let's have a chat, let's see each other. I feel like there was an ending between you and the Queen. I feel it's separate from this. I feel like this is something completely separate over here. But I feel like you have leveled up to the Emperor energy, or maybe you've gotten a promotion at work or started your own business or something like that. Has leveled up your life since you've seen the Queen or the King, whoever you're picking out as your energy, because we aren't reading meat suits, right? We're reading energies, masculine and feminine, and both of these people have both masculine and feminine energy. What matters really is how much you have of that, right? You want to start something new with the Taurus. It's a new path and passion. Also, you could have recently been introduced to the higher self. We could have somebody here who has got a realization that they do have a spiritual self, and that this spiritual self is what is going to guide them down this new path. The Page of Wands is good news. It's happiness, it's flirting, it's lightheartedness. I feel like somebody has realized or had a spiritual realization that if they move forward, that they're going to be kept well by the energy of the universe. The Hierophant is also a Taurus, so that's why I was saying maybe you're looking at going on a new path and passion with a Taurus this week. I feel like you're feeling not enough. You're feeling like all the balls are in the air, and if you drop one thing, it's not going to work. I think you're wrong. I think you're going to get the reciprocity that you want from your Taurus, if that's who you're after. We have Aries here and Taurus. Those are the only major arcana we have here, but we also have the King and Queen of Fire, and that is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Aries, this is the week. We've been talking about it for a long time. I do believe this is the week you move forward to this person that you have been in pursuit of, the one that you've been holding back from. All right, here we go. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, hello, my bull gang. This is your sneak peek for the week. Taurus, if you're interested in a private read, still got spaces over at Wizio. Quite a few. Sale is on until the 20th of September. All the details are in the description. Here we go. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for your sneak peek for this week, Taurus? Sneak peek for this week. All right. The Queen of Wands just came up in the same position in the Aries reading. You might want to take a look back there. Interesting. Somebody is coming out from behind the fear wall. It's like, I know, I'm putting down the burdens. I'm putting down the burdens of every person or everything that has hurt me, and I think it has to do with the heart space. I feel like the Queen of Wands is someone who's been hurt over and over and over again. I feel like 9 and 1 is 10. We're going to put those burdens down. I feel that you feel wounded, Taurus. You've been through it a lot. You've been through a lot of these cycles, right? These cycles where you give too much, and then it's time to drop the burdens and carry on and move further. And I feel it's because a lot of you give too much of yourself. And that's not always a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing to give of yourself when you have the energy to give, but when you're giving someone else everything else, that's not healthy. And I feel that's what you do, Taurus, a lot. You give more than you need to, or more than you should. I think that you, yeah, you don't get it back because the other person gets used to your giving, and so they get lax on the giving. That conversation you've been looking for, here it comes. 9 of Swords and 1 is 10. We've got the Ace of Swords here that says it's a brand new conversation. We're going to have a brand new conversation here. We're going to drop these burdens because I'm in love with you. Someone's in love with you, Taurus, or you're in love with someone else. 9 of Swords is, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to have, you know, sleepless nights anymore. I want to have communication, truth, honesty. We could also be looking at a couple of people who have a life contract. I also see that as contracts. If any of you, by the way, are going to be signing any contracts, be careful because we are in retrograde, right? Make sure you have another set of eyes. Don't make any hasty moves. I feel like somebody is coming in and gonna give you the truth, Taurus. Somebody that you have feelings for. The 2 of Cups is a choice in love, of course, a choice of 2 people who want to commune, right? And we have someone here that you have love for. Could be someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And it's going to happen this week. For some of you, Taurus, it is going to happen this week. I feel like it's coming at you really quickly here. Someone is going to make an executive decision, a snap decision. It's like they'll be doing groceries. They get in the car, load the groceries in the car, sit in the car for a second and go, you know what? That's it. I'm going to Taurus's house. I'm going to do it right now. I have the energy. I have this person is feeling brave. I feel the knights have to be brave. This person is also very attracted to you and wants to talk about that. They want to know, Taurus, they want to know if you're attracted to them. That's the conversation. Can we just drop these burdens? I want to know if there's an attraction here. Are we going to talk about it? Because I need a conversation. I think we have a life contract here, or let's get some clarity and truth on the table finally about how we feel about each other. For some of you, it could be someone that comes in and out of your life all the time, and this person is like, I can't do this anymore. So someone is going to verbally offer you some sort of a beginning in a new situation. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is someone who is unsure of going forward. They don't have all the tools to move forward. So someone who's very young. They don't have all the knowledge. They don't have all the wisdom. And it's not very often that you'll find a youngster, someone I call, you know, I'm in my 50s, y'all, so youngster for me is between 20 and 30, right? We don't always know the things in those years, but this person, and I don't say that they are 20 or 30, but that is to say that this person I feel is someone who's in uncharted territory, learning something new. This person could be someone who is divorced or is becoming divorced or has just really found their voice recently. And so I feel somebody is going to be honest with you and ask you if you want to be with them or not. They've been watching you and falling in love with you over and over and over again. This person has been watching you and has emotion for you. This person's going to present to you, Taurus, as someone who's very stoic on the surface. So they're not going to let you see their emotion immediately. But this person, because of the 10 of Cups, this person is incredibly emotional about you. They have a depth of romance and love for you. They've been watching you, and there's been no communication for most of you because this person's been trying to decide when to bring in the cup. Somebody here is waiting for the perfect moment, and they're waiting for something else to end before they can come to you. And while they're waiting for that thing to end, they're trying to gain courage to come toward you, Taurus. They're trying to gain courage to come see the Empress. So we have somebody here who has feelings for you. Somebody who could have refused your cup. Somebody who you feel has to apologize, or someone who's just decided they're coming with an apology. They're also coming with feelings of love, and this is going to cause a tower for you, Taurus. because I feel like whatever it is, this person's being released for something, and that's from something, and that's why they're coming to you, and that's going to cause a tower, releasing an attachment. They've been released from a situation that was really tense for them, really hard, and it's caused them to go back to the crossroads. This week, Taurus, could be the week for some of you. Gemini, hello. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for the week. What's this? Oh, the Empress. Okay. This is your sneak peek for this week. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. She keeps popping out. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, for sure. Gemini, I'm here to do your sneak peek for this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, what's going on for Gemini this week, please? Okay, we're throwing cards out here. Gemini, wow. Okay, wait. Jeez. What is going on? What have we got here? Okay, I'm going to use the cards that fell out because clearly they're important if they're being thrown at me, Gemini. So I'm going to put this here for now. All right. So we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Magician, and we have the Fool in the reverse. Interesting, Gemini. So there is someone, I feel, that you are disconnected from emotionally that you've been manifesting. You've been manifesting a new start with this person that I feel you chose to disconnect from. I feel as though the Magician tells me that you've got all the tools that you need to move forward, and you're about to take a risk. Now, the Fool is always a risk, right? Whether it's in the upright or whether it's not. But the thing is the Fool in reverse is the one who doesn't really have the whole story. So I feel like, Gemini, even though you don't have the whole story, that your risk is, you feel like you're being super risky. Yeah. And you don't want to be a fool. You don't want to be a fool in this situation, because I think you're going in with hardcore communication here, because the universe is telling you it's time. Wow. Okay. And it's time to communicate, right? So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Gemini, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, and the Tower. So I feel as though we've got the universe saying it's divine timing. It's time to make a change, Gemini. It's time to make a change from being disconnected emotionally, probably from yourself and other people. I feel like you live in a bubble of protection. It's like you wear a lot of armor, and although nothing gets in, nothing gets out either. So you really can't communicate with people. I think that's coming to an end. I think that the hiding, the distrust or mistrust, or and not wanting someone to take advantage of you causes you to be in a place of quiet and holding things down and keeping it close to your chest. But I feel like the Tower's like, this is enough, Gemini. It's enough. You have so many great things coming. The universe is pushing you in a way that's going forward to communication. And I feel like whether you're ready or not, the Wheel of Fortune is here and the Fool is in reverse, is saying, ready or not, here we go. You better hang on. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is all the fixed signs, of course, right? Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. You could be dealing with someone in those energies. We also have Scorpio here. We have Aries here, and Aries in the Fool. So I feel like the Tower is coming for change, Gemini, because you are hardcore into this energy right now of really not sharing much. Now, the Page of Wands tells me that your risk that you're about to take is going to be a good one. Now, the thing is with the Page of Wands is the page doesn't know a lot. They're not very seasoned. They don't have a lot of wisdom. This person's just going to take it as it comes. They're going down this new path of passion, and they're just going to take things as they fly at them. They're going to do it on the fly, and that's all the fire signs, right? That is Sagittarius for sure. Just throw it at me, man. I'll just take it on the run, right? So I feel like the universe is here to say there's communication coming. Communication with someone that you feel is either your long-term relationship or someone you see that's very abundant, someone that you see would fit well into your family, someone you may already have a relationship with. These two are neighbors, they're over the fence. So it doesn't necessarily have to be someone across sea or living far away from you, unless we see the cards say otherwise. I feel like this person might be in your city, proximity, maybe 30 minutes away, or maybe across the fence. Could be a neighbor for sure. We have, going into the future here, we have the closing of a cycle. The cycle that's closing here, the closing of a chapter, is this whole thing has been taken way too damn long. And that's the end of it. Yes, the World card is here. A karmic lesson has been learned, and look what comes next. In the future, there's an Ace of Cups. All right, we're going to look at this Tower, of course, Gemini. I feel like if you're the one that is going forward, you're being told to do so because of the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands works in spontaneity, but knows when it's time to go, is listening to the universe, and is looking for a new way to have fun, be free. This person is probably someone, if they're your age, they're someone who acts younger than their age, and meaning not immaturity, but that they have a lot of energy. Yeah, ready to have a lot of fun. We have the Tower, which is here with the King of Pentacles. Something that's going to rock you off your foundation, Gemini. It's gonna rock you off your foundation, and then you're gonna come back to being settled again. I feel you could be also dealing with the Taurus, don't have to be, but also the Scorpio, and the fixed signs are here, the ones that I all mentioned. The Three of Swords here is maybe this Taurus broke your heart in the past. And we have the Knight of Swords, and now it's time to talk. It's time to talk. No more quietness here, because we've had the 3 and 1 is 4 swords, and that is what's quiet, right? There's no communication. I'm not thinking about you. I'm healing myself. But it is time to take a risk. The universe is pushing you towards this Fool energy. And as long as you're willing, I feel like it's time. Yeah, there's your 10 of Cups. You're going towards this person. It's taken way too long for you to close this cycle of going to see them, but I think you're going to do it anyway. We've got the King of Swords here. I feel either you've been through a divorce, or you're going to be divorced in the future, or this could definitely just be you taking charge as the King of Swords, being head over heart, and deciding that you're going to say the things that that you need to say. Ah, that's a song, isn't it? Say what you need to say. And who sings that? John Mayer. There might be some lyrics there that you need to know about, Gemini. Okay, Cancer, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, I still have rooms. The sale is still on until the 20th of September. Everything's in the description. All right, here we go, Cancer. Your sneak peek for this week. Cancer. Your sneak peek for this week, Cancer. Cancer. All right. Got a lot of poppers here today. Cancer. Of course you're overly emotional. Of course. Cancer, we have a full moon coming up on the 8/9th. And that is going to be in Pisces, my friend. So it's going to be an emotional time. There'll be emotional purging going on. Yeah. So whatever this is that you are undecided about, or the options that you have, or the overwhelming feeling of emotions that you're dealing with right now, I feel like you're going to get a chance to express all of that, should you decide to do so. Yeah, right now you're in some sort of an indecision about where you're sitting emotionally. We're in the 4 of Cups, right? It's a little bit of boredom. It's like, oh gosh, yeah, it's Groundhog Day, especially when it comes to emotional things. Maybe you're just sitting in this energy wondering what to do next. I feel like the 4 of Cups tells me that it's like you don't want to move forward because you don't want to move away from someone. So here you sit. You don't want to say anything that is going to cause this person to not trust you. What is this? Oh, you're in indecision. That's what it is. Indecision. Do you want to know if you have competition? You want to know if there's other options. If your person has other options, you don't want to make your feelings known. 4 of Cups. So you want to know first if the other person has more options, emotional options or heart space options, before you move forward. And I think you're kind of in indecision, arguing with the self about what you should do in this case. Because I think you have more than just emotions for this person. It feels like you have feelings of, what if we moved in together? What if we made a life together? What if we had a relationship and it ended up being really stable and connected? I feel like you feel connected to this person emotionally or energetically. Cancer, I also feel as though that, the new path is calling you. I feel like you're at a place in your life where you've got energy, you're, spunky, want to have fun. You have flirtatious energy to share. And then we have the Pisces, the Hanged Man. You're thinking about all of this. These are all the details you're going over in your mind. This could be really fun, but what if it's not? Four of Cups. This could be really fun, but I'll have to take it as it comes. It's not going to be planned, and that's the thing. There's nothing planned about the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is spontaneity. It's let's go on this path of passion, and whatever comes at us, comes at us. We're just going to enjoy being in the now, in this day. And I think that you're thinking too far ahead or thinking too much about it in your water energy there, Cancer. We do, again, like I said, have a full moon coming up on Friday, and I feel like this is the energy that you're feeling right now. It's making you feel some kind of way. You want to, you're thinking about, this is the dumbest thing I ever thought. This is a risk I don't want to take. And the Fool in reverse to me is taking a risk and not really knowing what the outcome will be. That's actually part of the Page of Wands energy. The Page of Wands isn't very planned. Young, making plans on the fly. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock at night, friend phones, go to the bar, let's go, right? Like, it's like being young and free, right? And whether you feel young or not, this is the energy that I'm getting here, feeling young and free. So I think what you want to do is get out of this Hanged Man energy. You want to stop overthinking this, because I think there's a lot of thoughts about, I have indecision. Do I have competition? Does she or he have other options? Am I supposed to be in this union? Is it supposed to be a fun union? Like, what's going on here? Like, I think that you think it would be a fun union, but then you sit in this energy of the Hanged Man and you're like, okay, maybe I should just detach because I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to be made a fool of. Maybe I should just detach. And that is Cancer energy if I've ever felt it. It's like you take yourself right up, toes are on the edge, and you're like, wait a second, I could get hurt. I'm going to run back to the crab shell and think about this some more. You're not going to get a chance to. Because if you're not communicating with this person, or the communication's been spotty, the universe says, look, you're attracted to this person, take action. You can't sit here in this Four of Cups forever. You've got to move forward. The major arcana here are giving you a chance to have change. And I say a chance because without change, there's no progress, y'all. If you don't jump out of that tower, what comes next? A tower is going to fall on you and life is over, right? This is the universe intervening for you, saying, look, you still have a stretch of road to cover here. If you've not been talking to this person, or you're feeling locked out of their life, or this person isn't really giving you as much attention as you want, or you feel like you're not sexy enough, you're not thin enough, you're not handsome enough. If you're having those feelings, universe says, I don't care. This is your person. You're supposed to move forward. You're scared of what you can't see. And you're wondering if it's going to impact you financially. So I feel like you have a lot of decisions that you're making this week, Cancer. That's what it feels like. You want to become unattached to this feeling of I'm not enough. And I feel like that is going to come to an end. That is what is possibly going to be your retrograde energy, that you might be going back to someone else after you've thought this whole thing out, and you bring these thoughts of wanting to detach and run back to the crab shell. I feel like that you're going to stop thinking that way and you're going to move forward. Is this person going to be a drain on your finances? I feel like things will move forward, but I think this person takes really good care of their pentacles. This person is someone who is patient, someone who will wait, someone who will not make a snap decision, someone who will always think and ask or speak to you, have good conversation with you before they make a purchase, before they decide to make a big move. They want to talk it out with you because they can't see either. They want to move forward with you and do this. Think about it with you. Yeah, get to know you. Get to know your spirit. You get to know them. They've been spending a lot of time by themselves perfecting, or maybe you have, perfecting themselves and trying to find their light. And now it's time to move forward here to the crossroads. It is time. I know you've been hurt a lot, but it's time to come out from behind the fear wall. Because if you don't, then it's going to be just, that's where you're going to stand. You can put on the armor and keep it on, but nothing can get in if you have the armor on, and nothing certainly can get out. This is the week where you make the big decision about telling your truth to someone that you have feelings for. And I think you just want to know if this other person is entertaining other offers, because it feels like a casual situation. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a dating situation currently, but I think you got your eye on them and you're wondering. All right, here we go, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, welcome. If you're interested in a private read, Leo, there's a sale on 10% off till the 20th of September. All the details are in the description. Here we go. What is coming up for you this week, Leo? Your sneak peek for this week? Leo. Okay. Well, it came out sideways, right? So we know that it's a challenge. The challenge is, for you, Leo, is to be brave, is to come out from behind the fear wall. It's, I want to see you be brave. That's Sarah Bareilles. That might be a song that might have some meaning or lyrics there for you. But I feel like the challenge is for you to be brave, to come out from behind the fear wall, to drop the burdens. For me as a reader, the 9 is where you drop the burdens. The 10 is where, you leave them. And the Ace, then we go on to the passionate times. But I feel like you're using your gut. You're trying to connect to your gut to figure out if this really is a soulmate. You're not sure. We have Pisces. We are coming up to a full moon in Pisces, by the way. Full moon in Pisces is on the 9th of September, same day that Mercury goes into retrograde. So this could mean somebody is thinking about you, or you're thinking about someone. This is kind of going to be a powerful sneak into Mercury retrograde, because with Pisces in the new moon, it's all about emotions, right? It's all going to be about purging emotions. So we have secrets here. Maybe you have a secret liking for someone that you're not saying anything about, kind of hiding behind the fear wall, someone that you might have known for a long time. We have the Magician under the deck. Maybe you've been thinking about them a lot, thinking about what it would take to get them back in your life, or get them in your life on a steady basis. 6 of Cups means you could have known them since you were a child. Yeah, for sure. Or it could be someone in this life, or someone who's been following you around for lifetimes, of course. That is the soulmate card. Someone that you're connected to in a way that you're not connected to anybody else. All right. Could be dealing with someone who is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Of course, Leo, this could be your energy as well. I feel like you're keeping it under wraps. Yeah, if you do have feelings for this person who is in the 6 of Cups energy, this person who is, you feel might be a soulmate or attached to you in a certain type of way, emotionally, I feel like you're either not talking to this person, or you're keeping your feelings under wrap. Maybe you're really attracted to this person and you're not saying so. You're scared you're going to get hurt, and so you're keeping it secret. I feel like the Queen of Wands is someone that you could be, or maybe that's someone that is attracted to you, or you're attracted to them. You're trying to figure out more about them. You want to get to know them better. The Queen of Wands is beautiful, right? Someone who's a go-getter, could have a business, master manifester, knows the path, is on the right path, but will veer off the path because this person colors outside the lines, right? They are someone who will go rogue at any moment, and it's none of your business. They'll do what they want. And the Page of Swords is knowledge. I have knowledge of this person is kind of one that goes outside the lines, but Leo, so are you. So as you can see, I'm having a hard time figuring out if this is your energy or their energy. You could be dealing with someone who is Pisces for sure. What's the knowledge? The knowledge is that I want to take this person out, but I don't want to look a fool. I don't want them to turn me down. Well, you know what? The fact is that life is full of risks. And if it's something as simple as the Fool showing up and asking someone out for a date, I think you're waiting on it because you want to have more knowledge about this person before you ask them out. But the Fool in the reverse tells me that you're scared to look a fool. You don't want to look a fool. Ask this person out and then they are going to turn you down. The question is, will they? Ooh, that's a good question. Leo, will they turn you down? If you're going to ask them out, will they turn you down, Leo? Well, this person, you've got the Lovers in reverse. So as long as you don't go at them super hard, like as long as you don't go at them with, you know, let's put a ring on it, I'm ready to get married, this is how many kids, like cool your jets. That's what I feel is saying here. Cool your jets. Don't go in really hard. I feel like this person is unsure of you as you are of them. I know that you're unsure because the Fool and the Lovers is in reverse. So it's saying you're going to have to learn how to take risks, Leo, or you're going to have to deal with regret. And for some of you, you could know this person and you've been dealing with regret anyway. There's the Four of Pentacles. It's coming up twice. So I feel like you're kind of really closed off. But you're blocking yourself, right? The Four of Pentacles is I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not sharing anything. I'm not being vulnerable, not sharing my money, none of that. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Look what you're blocking. If you're just going to be that way and not share, you're not, you're going to get this second chance, but it's not going to work because I feel like you're blocking yourself from taking the second chance. The Judgment card just came out, right? Taking the second chance and having a beautiful long-term relationship here. So I think that risk is necessary in some ways. This doesn't look like a crazy risk. This looks like I'm trying to wait to gather more information on this person, not telling them my feelings. Things are secret. And I want to take them out, but I'm not asking just yet because I don't want to look a fool if they say no. Newsflash, they're not going to say no. Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Judgment card tells me they're not going to say no. All right. Virgo. Welcome, Virgo. I hope you are well. This is your sneak peek for this week, Virgo. And if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You will see everything you need to get 10% off any of my readings until the 20th of September. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for you, Virgo. This is your sneak peek for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. What's your regret about? How you handled the finances, how you handled the marriage. It could be, Virgo, that it's, how you handled the finances in your marriage is a bit of a regret for you. I feel like that may have been the demise of a relationship, that it was mishandled money, loss of income. Somebody lost their job possibly, but I feel as though that's the major regret on the mind. And I feel like the Hierophant does represent a traditional union. I feel like it is a marriage that we're looking at, that there is a marriage that has had a financial impact, and somebody here is feeling regretful as to how they dealt with whatever was going on in the marriage. Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. New start. Okay. So I feel there's a divorce. That's what I feel. Justice and the Hierophant to me is divorce energy. It's like you held on as long as you could. You're now kind of looking at things back, looking at things in the past, though. I feel like you're looking at this partnership and I feel like you had a hard time leaving or had a hard time accepting that it was over. I feel like you regret now. It feels like you're the one that pulled away or pulled the plug. I feel the financial impact came and then things broke apart as they a lot of the times do in a traditional marriage, or even in people who are in a union of some sort. Money can be the reason that things break apart for sure. I feel like the Ace of The Ace of Pentacles also tells me that nothing was left growing here, that there's no more places to grow to. Things weren't taking, it wasn't rooting, it wasn't growing any further. And then the Two of Swords shows up, the energetic block. I'm not making a decision. It's like deadlock. You could have been in deadlock with the Queen of Wands, someone who is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They could be masculine or feminine, regardless of the picture we're looking at here. We have the Three of Pentacles. You are on their team, so I feel like there was a meeting or teamwork, or you guys worked as maybe you had a business and a marriage in one. And I feel like that you're thinking about all of this. We have Piscean energy, which is coming up. We have a full moon that is in Pisces. You're feeling that energy of thinking everything over, looking at all the details. Was there a better way I could have done this? And I think what it results in is you ultimately feeling like you feel like it couldn't have. There was no more energy, no more love energy left here. It wasn't growing, and you know that, but you still feel regretful that the partnership folded. I feel like there was a deadlock in the partnership, and neither one of you was moving, and so the only thing you could do is move away from each other. Yeah, I feel like this is a divorce. So why? Why do we have this energy here? Tell us why. What's coming up this week for Virgo then, regarding this energy? You move to the crossroads. I feel you take charge of your life and learn to speak up, and then you close the cycle because you realize that this isn't the only time that you're ever going to love. You realize that there's love for somebody else. You might already have someone in mind. The Ace of Cups is the opening of brand new love. Maybe you meet a brand new person after this cycle comes to an end. I feel like it's a divorce, and I'm sorry if that is you, Virgo, but I feel like it is a divorce. I feel like you go back to the crossroads and take charge of your own life here, and that you learn to speak up for yourself. And when the cycle closes, you're going to be prepared to move forward. So I feel like this is a week of preparation for you. That's what it feels like. Things are moving slow in the divorce, and I feel like this is this is in preparation here of this divorce coming round, that you are making decisions this week about things that are going to affect you deeply into the future. Libra. Welcome, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Libra, this is the sneak peek for your week. It is for this week, Libra. If you hadn't seen, I did put up air sign readings last week. Might want to double back on those. It was a pretty interesting Libra read. If you're interested, there is a sale on right now till the 20th of September. You can look into the description to find the 10% off discount code. You'll have to book me at Wizio. Here we go, Libra. It's coming up for your week this week. This is your sneak peek. Let's take a look here, Libra. Knowledge about a partnership. Oops. Knowledge about a partnership. Just listening. I feel like you're watching someone. I feel, Libra, that you're watching someone online or in the neighborhood. I feel like you're learning about someone who you have feelings for. I feel like you were, it feels like past. I say you were because it's past energy, that you were on a team with them, or you were in a relationship or a partnership type with them. When I say partnership, it could be love, but I feel like it didn't really grow that much. It was sort of at the beginning stages. And I feel like you're looking back, trying to learn, because you're trying to move forward in love, but I feel like you're trying to look back at that situation and learn about it. You don't want this to happen again going forward. You're in a healing phase right now, and it could be because of a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like right now you are at the beginning of something, maybe collaboration with someone else in a partnership. That could be someone that you're beginning to have feelings for. But I also, for some of you, think you're looking in the past. Yeah, trying to make sense of what happened in this partnership that I don't feel is still intact. And I just don't, because that Page of Wands is wielding that sword, right? I feel like it has been reduced to watching each other. I feel like there's no communication. You may, for some of you, you may have been in that partnership with a Taurus or a Libra. Well, of course, Taurus and Libra here. We have the Strength card, which is courage, standing on your own, making good decisions and moving forward. I feel like there is a brightness in the distance. I feel like you know you're going to be okay, Libra. There is going to be love again. But I feel as though it feels like there's something in the past that didn't quite grow. It only made it to the Three of Pentacles. And Three of Pentacles is okay, but is it a hell yeah? It's not, I don't feel. And I feel it could have something to do with an Empress. You could be the Empress. Because Empress is Taurus and Libra. The Empress is someone who is very balanced in their energy, has all the lessons of all the queens, would be in predominantly feminine energy, someone who loves to dote, loves to take care of the home. She's the homemaker, the creative one, the one that supports everyone, the healer. Yeah, the one who's balanced. For some of you, it may have been a divorce, but for a lot of you, I think it's just going to be a conversation that went wrong. I feel like maybe the Empress cut you out, or you cut the Empress out. I feel like it took a lot of courage to do that, because this person is still in love with you. I feel like it took courage to cut you out because this person's still in love with you. I feel like there is, that you've been cut out, or you've cut them out. Take it as it resonates. This person, after they cut you out or you cut them out, you went into the Four of Cups. I'm not going to love again. I'm just going to stay here where I am. I have enough emotion for me. I'm good. But you know what? You don't thrive there. You're bored there. You'd have no creativity. You're really not connecting to anyone or anything. I feel like you realize this and realize it's time to go, because there are other opportunities in love out there for you. Big opportunities in love. You have the chance to really have an amazing, life-changing experience in the emotional realm here. I feel like you have detached from your emotions, but that you really do want to have new love. You want to meet someone new or have a new love interest, but you can't detach from your emotions and expect that that's going to happen. I feel like there is a life-changing opportunity coming here for you in the very near future if you choose it. But I feel like you right now are choosing to sit in the Four of Cups. Please go to the Five. Do the regret thing. Have the regrets. Heal your heart. Because then you get to go to the Six of Cups. Maybe it's a soulmate, right? So we have something that's brewing here. In the future, there's something that is here for you. It could be a second time around with someone. Or you're just getting the second chance to love. Look at that. Thinking about marriage and the whole 9 yards. So please don't give up, Libra. Please don't give up, okay? Because I feel like something really beautiful is in the future for you. You're just going to have to face it. That's all. You're going to have to face the judgment before you can move forward. All right. Scorpio, this is for you, my lovelies, my psychic friends. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, if you're interested in a private read, please look below for the discount code, 10% off all my readings till the 20th of September. All right, everything you need is in the description. Here we go, Scorpio. What's coming up for your sneak peek for this week, Scorpio? Scorpio. All right. Just listening. You're moving on it, aren't you? So I feel like you have been stalking and not talking to somebody. I feel like you've been watching somebody, Scorpio. And I think you like what you see. I think that you see this person has grown. This person's had a glow up. The person that you're watching, I feel that you see them moving along in their life. Someone who's very creative. someone who gives a lot of love to the people around them. Could be a mother. This person could be a Leo for sure. They could be Cancer. But I feel like professional and personal growth is what you're looking at. This person that you're watching, I feel, whether it's near to you in your neighborhood or online or whatever it is, I feel like you're watching them grow, and I feel like you're watching them race to victory. So I feel like this is a lot of watch energy. The universe is saying, look how victorious they are. They keep moving regardless of your presence in their life, Scorpio. They keep moving. Yeah. This person that you're looking at could be someone who is in a business. Cancers are great in business. Someone who's quite emotional. Someone who doesn't really show you all of their emotional energy on the surface. We have the Emperor. I feel like you watch somebody rise up to be the Emperor, to take charge of their own life, to take it all on and make all of their own decisions. And I think you like what you see. Got the Five of Wands under the Emperor. It wasn't easy. And I think you may have watched them struggle or flounder or feel like they're in competition. This person, I feel, is someone who's a fighter. Like, that doesn't want to fight you, but someone who fights in life, who has always fought to move forward. And I think you're watching them do it. That's what it feels like. What else do we have here for Scorpio, please? What's going on this week for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Well, that makes sense. Two of Cups. Somebody is going to get their love, the one that they've been watching. Oh, Scorpio, that's beautiful news. It is beautiful news. You're worried that they have opportunities in love, right? You're worried that this person is, someone else is going to scoop them up because you think that they have all sorts of opportunities in love, and maybe they do. We have the 7 and the 2, which is 9. This person's your wish fulfillment, and you know it. And I feel as though it feels like you're in a race against time to go get this person. It feels like you should go, but you don't want to go. You know that they're the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups in the Sun, come on. What more do you need to know right here? We can just end this reading and that's it. Scorpio, you see them in the distance. You see the sunshine. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. All right, what do we got here? Okay, all of these flipped over. I'm going to take them just because it's you, Scorpio. So we have the Page of Cups. I feel like you owe an apology, but understand we have now 10 cups here. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel that this person is someone that you are incredibly in love with, someone you see as family, someone you're attached to or attached to emotionally. And I feel like you feel you owe them an apology, or they owe you an apology. You've been thinking a lot. You've been thinking a lot about what might happen, what happens when we move forward and you can't see it, and it's making you a little crazy. Because you're the strategic one. You love the plan. You like the stealth planning and then going in for the kill. That's how you work things out. But we have the Virgo here. There's you making the stealth planning about this possible apology, or look, I'm sorry I didn't take the cup when you offered it the first time, or something like that. I feel like you're thinking it all over. You're looking over all the details of this Page of Cups. I feel like you have emotions for this person, but you're not sure if you're in love. We are looking at 3 cups here, right? You want to take them out and find out what is going on. Like, do I really love this person? Am I in love with them? You don't really know. That's the Moon. You're feeling it all. You have all these feelings, but you don't know what it is that you want to do when you move forward. And we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're not going to have any regrets anymore about the things that went on in the past. I think you just want to move forward, and there is going to be a new materialization here. Something is about to begin brand new. But first, I feel that you have to be honest about your feelings, because we have the 7 of Swords and the 4 of Wands, which tells me someone's hiding their feelings. And I feel as though it's not just Page of Cups kind of love you have for this person. I feel like you want them in your family. You may want to get married. You want a relationship. You want something where you can call them your own. something where you can be attached to them. I feel like you are moving toward the thought of marriage, or moving in together, having a solid foundational relationship of some sort, something that is structured. But first you need to come clean, because you've been lying about your feelings. So you're going to head in there and you're going to pour out your guts. Yes. I feel like you're unsure, and I'll tell you why. Is because the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. You're unsure, but you're going to go anyway. You're unsure. Ten of Cups in the reverse because somebody is still holding the cycle open. I feel like you're holding the cycle open, hoping that things are going to turn out the way you want. You're kind of in hesitation a little bit with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, but you're going to go anyway with the Knight of Wands. You're moving forward anyway, because when this turns up, you can put down, the 10 cups and then pick up the 1, and then something new begins in love, right? You're really attracted to this person, and that's why you're moving forward. But I also feel like it is going to be a life-changing experience for you. I feel like with the Sun here, it's telling me that you need to move forward. The Sun is here next to this Page of Pentacles, who is waiting to start something small, right? We're going to test the waters, stick our toe in the water and find out what's going on. Been thinking about this for a long time and going over all the details, right? And it's time for me to be able to be honest with this person. Yeah, this person that I'm incredibly attracted to, and I see them as all of the abundance ever. There you go. You get to drop all the burdens in the future. You do. And it's probably because of contact with this person. You get to drop the burdens with them, Scorpio. All right, Saggies, my Saggy friends, my sisters and brothers. I am your Saggy sister. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius. What is coming up in your sneak peek for this week, Sag? Your readings have been getting pretty intense, Sag. Thank you for your attentions on the videos, the Sagittarius videos I've been putting up, and I really do appreciate that. And when we have more people watching and giving and interacting, it really does make those readings a lot better. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. Everything you need to know is down in the description. All right, here we go, Sag. This is for you, the sneak peek for this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sagittarius. Sagittarius. There you are. Okay. Could be speaking to someone who is in a same-sex union. Of course, the queens also have masculine energy, but they are feminine-leaning energies, right? And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Something is about to change. Something is about to take root and grow. Something that has been nurtured by two queens. Is it two queens? Let's keep going. So, of course, the Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got the Queen of Wands, who is Sagittarius. She is also Leo and Aries in a general reading. We have Pentacles, that big fat change your life pentacle in the future. What's going on here? Someone is taking action towards this new start here. I feel like somebody who's in their water energy here, Sagittarius, wants to fight for you. It's been a tense situation, and it's been a tense situation because feelings are involved. I feel like this person really does feel that you are the Nine of Cups, that you feel they are the Nine of Cups, and that could be twinned energy. I feel like it's on both sides. They're feeling it, you're feeling it. The opportunity for the Nine of Cups is here, but I feel the problem is that it's so intense between you two. Fire and water. That makes Temperance, but nonetheless, fire and water, right? I feel like there is going to be balance between you, but I feel as though that there is going to be first intense conversation, intense, maybe low-level arguments, it's going to be an intense situation. For those of you who have not seen this person in a while, if you are the fire sign and they are the water sign, yeah, I feel like that you have feelings for somebody here, but you feel like it's going to be a fight, or you're going to have to fight for the Nine of Cups. What's this? You're ready to work really hard on this. Oh, you're single too. You're in an abundant individual energy, so you are single. The person that you're dealing with could have water. Could be a person who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Of course, doesn't have to be. You're really ready to work really hard, regardless of the terms of the contract. I feel like the Five of Swords is saying it could be a pretty tough contract, but I think you're willing to do it. I think you're really willing to work on it hard. We could be looking at a love contract here, Knight of Wands. I really feel like if we're dealing with a contract at all, this guy's holding up two swords. And I feel like somebody has been trying to make a decision about you or you about them for a long while. I feel like you're ready to work on it now, and I feel like they are too. It feels like it's back and forth. We have somebody who's coming in with love energy here. Somebody who you probably aren't expecting, or maybe someone who is, in your life and out of your life, spotty, sort of. Sagittarius. This person is the person who is coming forward. This person is trying to find some courage to ask you if you have any other options. This person wants to know if you are available. They want to know if you're dating anyone or if you have any other emotional options. This person's going to become flying in pretty quick, but for some of you, it could be someone who's already in your life and is flying in and out of your life. Someone who you've been casual with, not really putting a label on it, not saying I'm mine and you're mine and I'm yours, that kind of thing. I do feel that the situation that's coming up in the future, though, is very abundant, because we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and now we have the King and the Queen. So I think that this is really an emotional union here. I feel like you feel energetically, emotionally, or psychically connected to someone here. That's the person that's coming in. This person's been trying to gain the courage to come in and let you know that they're passionate about you, or they have passionate messages that they want to share with you. But at first they want to know if you're single, though. Because if you are single, I feel like it's not necessarily going to be, look, I'm just passionate about you. It's going to be, let's dive in. I'm in love. Somebody is ready to talk about their feelings, talk about their emotions, and it's going to bring in a message of love. This King of Swords is someone who is highly intelligent, right? I feel like this is going to be like a highly intelligent conversation. It's going to be logical. It's going to have a little bit of emotion. This person's bringing in emotional messages. What you don't know is I believe that they've fallen for you hook, line, and sinker. I think that they're really deep in the emotion with you, but they're going to come in kind of cool, right? The King of Scorpio, King of Cups is Scorpio, and Scorpio is very stoic on the surface, not really letting you see them sweat, not letting you know what's going on in the underneath. And the King of Swords is someone who's highly intelligent, very good with their words, probably book learned, higher up in the echelons of a corporate business, or they own their own business. They make a lot of decisions when other people can't speak for themselves. They make a lot of decisions for those people. This person has been up in their head, but I feel like they're at the end of that cycle. We've got 7 and 2, or 8 and 2 is 10, and that is the end of a tough cycle here. And then we have someone who is going to get their stability. Of course, you could be dealing with a Taurus as well. But I feel like, or you could have Taurus in your chart. I feel like this person is a father, someone who is a provider, someone who wants to come in and find out if you've got other options in love, because they intend on either asking you to be theirs, like to put the stamp of approval on you and I don't want you dating anyone else, or cut you out, one of the two. And we have victory. So I feel like you two are going to end up getting together. And yeah, I feel that. All right. Capricorn, here we are with you. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, welcome. I hope you are well. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. Yeah, everything you need is there. a discount code for your 10% off. Yeah, take you right over to Vizio. Here we go. Capricorn. What's coming up for you this week, Capricorn? I think you take a bit of a turn this week, Capricorn. I feel like you are going to communicate with someone that you're really attracted to. I also feel like the Empress energy could be yours, but it could be the energy of someone else as well. We have Taurus and Libra in the Empress energy, but it tells me that about you, Capricorn, that you're someone who's very doting, someone who's very balanced, someone who takes care of others. You're very creative. You know, you're the person who probably makes most of the decisions. You make good ones. You're always making balanced decisions. But we have 6 and 2 is 8. There's going to be some communication for you, I feel. You might be communicating with someone, or they might be communicating with you, but it's a fiery energy. So it could be someone who is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. It doesn't have to be, of course, but I feel like this earth energy in the middle here, the Empress energy, probably is you. But for some of you, flip it as you need to, right? Capricorn. I feel like everybody looks at you because or looks up to you because you're beautiful. I think you have a lot of offers. I think you have a lot of love offers. And I think that you want that. You're wondering whether you should take the offer or not. You're at the crossroads of your life here. I feel like you're trying to make a decision about how you're going to move forward. You have a lot of opportunities, right? People are watching you here. That people see you in victory. I mean, you are the Empress. You look beautiful. You are beautiful. You're capable. You can take care of yourself and others. I feel like you have a lot of offers, that a lot of people who want victory and love with you. I feel like right now you are in a cycle or a chapter of your life where you're wondering whether you should move forward, just close the chapter on any of these other opportunities in love and just move forward. Maybe some of you are already in a relationship. Going to the crossroads, though, is like, I want to try again. I want to make a new choice. I want to make a new pick. Tell me more about the Two of Wands, please. Can't decide who I want to date. I need to talk to somebody about it. It feels like somebody, feeling unsure. Third party. This could possibly be a third party. Somebody's going to speak up for some of you. This isn't for all of you, of course, but for some of you, somebody's going to speak up about a third party. You're either going to tell the person you're with that you've been speaking to someone else, because I feel like you're about to close the chapter. You're about to close a chapter or learn a karmic lesson or learn your lessons in love. Two of Wands is making a choice. Two of Pentacles is, I'm trying to do my best to stay in balance. Well, you have opportunities coming towards you in love. Somebody out there is a soulmate. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's in a relationship with someone who they don't think is their soulmate, and they're wondering if they should just, wrap it up and carry on forward here. I feel like you think that there is someone in your life who could be a Sagittarius. Also could be a fixed sign, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or Taurus. Taurus and Libra up here. I feel like you feel you are soulmates with someone who is a Sagittarius, it could be, or Earth sign. But I feel like this is the person who is who's going to come at you and ask you to go out with them or try and take you out on a date. Oops. And I think it's coming fairly soon. It's someone you haven't had words with for a while. This person still carries a torch for you. And I think you really like it. So somebody here carries a torch for you. They're going to come, either they're going to connect with you in text or email or something electronically, or they're just going to connect with you, period. Just roll on up. Yeah. But we have we have Scorpionic energy here. Tower. A tower comes, this person's bringing a tower with them. This person could, like I said, be Sagittarius or a fixed sign, but I think they're bringing the tower with them. And I feel like you thought that whatever was going on here was not growing, but I feel like this person still has love feelings for you. This feels like someone is coming back from the past. Yeah, they're going to come to you and tell you something's done. Either you're going to finish up a relationship that you have and move forward, or this person's going to tell you they're single. This person's going to tell you that something has ended, so they want something else to begin. And that's going to cause this tower for you. Six of Pentacles, they want to give you reciprocity. They're incredibly attracted to you. They've ended something major in their life. So they've sold their house or gotten a divorce or a life-changing thing. We have this person coming to you telling you they're financially stable and that they feel like you are their person. Interesting. This might be the week that you have someone come toward you here and let you know that they think that you're all that in a bag of chips. We've got the sun twice, I'm just saying. This is a connection that you can't ignore. Just going to put one more card here. It's a connection you can't ignore. The universe isn't going to allow you to ignore it. It's just going to keep poking you in the back until you pay attention. And this could be a new person. And you're thinking about whether you should close the door on any new relationships and go monogamous with the person you're with, or should you just play the field? Here we go. That person thinks of you as their wish fulfillment, and they've been manifesting you. Maybe you have been manifesting them. Capricorn, it's a very different reading for you. All right. Aquarius, hello my lovelies. I hope you're well. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Aquarius. This is your sneak peek for this week, Aquarius. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. You'll see everything that you need, including a discount code for 10% off. You have to book me at Wizio. All right. Here we go, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, Aquarius. It's coming up for your sneak peek for this week, Aquarius. Interesting. Queen of Cups, hey? You could be dealing with someone who is a Taurus, first of all. I feel like this Taurus needs to offer you an apology in order for you to stay. For some of you dealing with the Taurus, I feel like you are ready to go to the crossroads. I think you're feeling tied down. It's like you never get a word in edgewise. They're always chirping at you. You could be in a relationship. It could be a marriage. It could be something that is, sanctioned by the church. Doesn't have to be, but I think it's a traditional rolled relationship. And by that, I mean that maybe you're monogamous. And there is something here. Something with somebody else. What is this Page of Cups here? It either feels like that maybe this Hierophant isn't offering you a whole lot. Aquarius, this Taurus. Okay. Could be a marriage. You chose this person. The Lovers is Gemini. You could also be dealing with Gemini or have that in your chart. I feel like you're staring out into the distance, wanting to have a new start in love, but I feel like for some of you, you're already in a commitment and you're just not happy there. And rather than waiting for somebody else to come along before you jump ship, I think if you're unhappy, you should just go. I feel like this love never really got off the ground. It's like you married this person, but you don't really feel like this person is your person. I feel like they are, though. I feel like this person is a soulmate. Because understand, we have a lot of soulmates in our lifetime, right? This person is a soulmate, and that's why you feel so attached to them. But with this Page of Cups here, I feel like it's either somebody surprises. Okay, some of you could be surprised and be someone who's going to propose to you. For some of you, it could be that. Or maybe you're surprised that you realize this person is your soulmate. But for some of you, I think that you're with a Taurus and you're going to go. You want to start brand new. You're making a choice to, you don't want to be tied down traditionally anymore. That's what it feels like. You're going over the details of whether you should leave or not, because it's feeling out of balance. And the love's not growing. I'm sorry to have to give you that message. The love isn't growing here. I think that you're lying to yourself about, the way this relationship is. It feels like somebody here wants everybody to see that they're a big happy family, but they're really not. There's lies here. There's lies in the family. And the Two of Pentacles makes me feel like you're not feeling like you're not enough, feeling like it's not enough. I feel like this is the Two of Pentacles tells me your Facebook face is on. You're feeling off balance, but you show the world that you're okay. Meanwhile, in the background, things are a little bit tumultuous in the background, trying to keep all the balls in the air, trying to stay in balance. But I feel like that's why you want to go, because when you think about where you are in this monogamous traditional relationship, it's not anything you want it to be. This person is your soulmate, but I don't think that you really love them. It's not a hell yeah in the morning. I feel like it's someone that you have love for, but that you don't necessarily want to be in a traditional relationship with. I feel like you feel somebody's lying about what they have to give you in terms of emotion, or maybe you're lying to them about your feelings. But I feel like there's really, it's like stalemate. That's what it feels like in terms of emotion. You're not telling them, they're not telling you. We have the Four of Swords, we have the Devil in reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it is divine timing for you to get some honesty about the way this person feels about you, or that you need to be more honest with this person about the way you're feeling. Because I feel with the Four of Swords that there's spotty communication between you and the person that you might be married to. And if you're looking at something else, that should just tell you right there that you're not happy. Regardless of whether someone else is coming or not, some of us are, relationship hoppers, and that's not going to help you. What you need to do is leave and then wait to heal first before you move forward. Four of Swords says, maybe you just need to get detached and heal yourself. But I feel like you're lying to yourself if you think that you're happy here, and that the Wheel of Fortune is saying it's time to move forward. This thing is over. It's time to find new love. It's time to really connect to your gut and find out what it is that you want, because this thing is coming to an end and it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's divine timing for this thing to end and for something new to begin. I feel like you're supposed to, I feel like maybe you do have a secret love. Yeah, it feels like you're going to the crossroads, but you're fighting with yourself as to whether you should stay behind or not, whether you should stay in this relationship. It feels like you're arguing with yourself a little bit here, Aquarius. And whether this is a marriage or not, whether this is the thought of traditional marriage or not, I feel like that you want victory, you want to think this over, but I don't think that you're having victory. I think the universe is saying, stop lying to yourself. It's time that you need to detach from this, heal, and keep moving forward, because I don't think this thing is going to work out for you. We've got combative cards on the bottom of the deck, right? I don't think the thing that you're in is working out for you. So if you're thinking of going, this might be the week that you make a decision, your decision to whether you want to go or not. All right, Pisces, it is you, my two fishes friends. I'm two fishes in my moon sign. We have a whole full moon coming up in our sign, right? Full ass moon. Yep. Well, coming up on the 9th, the new moon, sorry, not a new moon, a full moon in Pisces. It's going to cause a lot of purging of energy, purging of emotion, purging, and it's going to be tough on us, I feel, those of us especially who have it in our sun and our moon sign. Of course, it'll affect you too, right? Risings, Venus and Jupiter signs. Might want to look that up to see how it's going to affect you. All right, here we go, Pisces. My two fishes friends. All right, here we go. That Queen has been coming out in most of the readings today. You could be dealing with someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Doesn't have to be. But what I think is happening here, Pisces, is that someone that broke your heart is on their way back because they're really attracted to you and they see you as everything. They see you as someone who has had a glow up, someone who is a master manifester. I think you've been manifesting their ass. Yep, and I feel that this person disappointed you in the past. They disappointed you, possibly broke your heart. It could have been a third party. For some of you, it was something that went on in the mind that was conflicting. Yeah, it's conflicting energy with you. I feel like you're going to the crossroads. I feel like you're at the crossroads of your life and you're ready to make a new decision about something new, something passionate here. I feel like somebody's coming in that's really passionate about you. Pisces, let's keep going here. Could be someone who is sort of intermittently in your life, right? Someone, friend with benefits, someone who comes in and out of your life. Yeah. Or it could just be that this is someone who has made a snap decision to move forward quickly with you. And it could be the person who broke your heart in the past, or made you upset, or you were disappointed in them. But you never told anyone. It's secret. Piscean energy. Pisces, you could be someone who is a high priestess. You could be someone who is a card reader, psychic, medium. You know, you're in the arts, right? Someone who is spiritual and connected to the universe, connected to self. The keeper of secrets. I think the secret is that you have a lot to say to this person. I think you have lots of words to say. There needs to be a conversation here. And I think that if this person doesn't come in, that I feel like you're going to go into the future with your secrets. I feel like you want to talk to them, but I think you're waiting for them to arrive. And there they are, right? I feel like this person is ready to arrive. And if you don't get the answers that you want, you're headed on your way into the future. Can't wait around forever. This person is someone who broke your heart. And you've not told anyone. You've been keeping it to yourself. Someone is coming in to apologize, or you want to apologize to them. This could be a complete surprise that someone divulges some secrets to you. Secrets about their passion, secrets that they're attracted to you. They could have broken your heart in the past. It could have been unrequited love. Someone had a block about the Empress. Or the Empress had a block about you. Somebody had to heal and level up. I think the Empress figures out how to move forward here. Sorry, I'm just listening. You haven't been talking to this person. Yeah, this is someone that you haven't been speaking with at all, but that you have a love contract with. Some sort of a contract with. This could be someone that you dated previously. Doesn't have to be. We have the Magician. This is the person you've been manifesting. This person is a soulmate. They could be Sagittarius or Aquarius. Don't have to be. But we also have Leo, which is strength. So I feel as though that you are... I feel that you this person coming in, I think you know who it is, Pisces. I think you know that they're your soulmate. I think you know that they may have Sag in the chart, or that they're very balanced and healed. I think that you may know that this is going to be the most healing love you've had. You have a knowing here. There is a knowing, and I feel like you're connected to this person energetically or emotionally. I feel like, yeah, soulmate energy here, possibly deeper than that. But I feel like it takes some courage in the future for things to move forward. This person's been watching you and gathering the courage to begin again. So it is somebody who's coming in here, Pisces. This person, I feel, is coming in this week to let you know that they support you. This person could be a father. This person could be financially stable. They could be someone who is very good with money, or maybe they work in the financial sector, but they're coming to you feeling a little bit unbalanced. But I think that they think you're the one. Yeah, I think they think you're the one, and I think that's what they're here to tell you. We're going to have a communication here, right? Ace of Swords, communication. I feel like you want the balance in love. You've been very silent, though. There's been no communication between you, and I feel the hesitation of somebody who is coming in, right? We've got this Knight, yeah, and doesn't want to fight. This person is worried that there's going to be fights, and if it is, they're going to end it and move forward. So this person sees you bossed up as the Empress, bossed up as the Queen, and this person is hoping that this person, if you've been arguing with them or silent with them, there's been a silent treatment thing going on, that's about to come to an end right away, because it's time to go. Toes are off the edge. This person emotionally disconnected from you. And that's somebody who's coming back, I believe, because there's love and balance here. Somebody hasn't been telling you about their feelings, and that's what they're going to be talking about in this week. Yeah, they're going to be giving you their take on the situation, and they're going to let you know that they think you are connected to them. Yeah, maybe as a soulmate or deeper than that. All right, Pisces, I'm going to go. Thank you so much if you made it up to here. You and the cross watchers, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to go now, and I will see you later in the week. Love y'all. Bye-bye.